In Germany, it's this whole new trend and this activity of making sushi. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Montana. I was an exchange student in Germany, here in Passau, and I'm back visiting my host family and visiting Germany again. I figured right now we could have a mukbang. Sounds so bad, but it's just when you eat food and I have some sushi with me and you eat food and you talk, and only reason I really know what this is because, well, one, I had to write an essay on it, but also I saw a bunch of German YouTubers doing these, which I thought was funny, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one. I think normally you're supposed to have more food. All I have is this sushi, but it's okay. I figured while I eat the sushi, I only have 5 pieces, we could talk about sushi in Germany, because it is very funny to me how much people eat sushi in Germany, and just some parts of it are very funny to me. Today I went into, I'm trying to pour my soy sauce, but today I went into Passau and went all around the city and walked a bajillion kilometers because I'm really trying to find a patch for my jacket. My newest project is a denim jacket, and I'm putting a bunch of travel patches on the back. And I could not find one in Passau. I went to at least 10 different souvenir shops all throughout the city. Okay, back onto the main video on sushi in Germany. So I bought all of these, I was about to say sushis, that's so dumb. It's not sushis, it's just sushi. I bought a avocado roll for 3 euros, and I bought it in the Stadtgalerie. I've noticed that in Germany there's a lot more, I don't know the best way to describe it, I would say informal sushi. Like, that sounds so dumb, you wouldn't say that, but in the US a lot of times sushi restaurants are very fancy, very expensive. Some malls do have sushi stands in the mall, and now a big thing in the US is grocery store sushi. So not really in like Aldi or Lidl in the US, but more like our bigger supermarkets you can find sushi, but that sushi it's fake. It's good, but it's got all the crunchies, like the fried onions on top and this mayo sauce, and that is not real sushi to me. I don't know how German YouTubers and YouTubers in general do this whole mukbang thing, because I don't like eating in front of the camera. I feel like I look weird when I eat, and also I chew and then I can't talk to you guys, so don't really get it. I'll probably end up just cutting out segments when I'm eating the sushi, but who cares? So in the US we don't have as many of these kind of informal, more cheaper sushi places, versus in Passau there is this sushi stand in the mall, and you can get a bunch of little sushis like this, and you can get 18 pieces for 7.50 euros. And that is so cheap. That is so cheap. I mean, I guess when you factor into the currency difference, it's probably what, $8-ish, $9, but in the US one maki roll, which is 6 pieces, will cost, minimum I've ever seen, is $4. So then 18, that's $12 together, but quick math. But I think that the reason it's so cheap is because these mall stands just crank them out really fast, versus in the US you're going to more of a restaurant kind of place. And don't get me wrong, we do have these mall stands, but just not as much. And then another thing that I find really funny is that in Germany, it's this whole new trend and this activity of making sushi. And I think it's funny because, like, okay, that's a fun activity. I actually, in Munich, hung out with a bunch of people and we made sushi together. But it's just funny because never have I thought to do that in the US before coming to Germany. Then when I went and did my exchange year here, my hostess was like, let's make sushi together. And I thought, okay, why not? And ours was kind of bad. That is the one thing. I really do wonder if it's ever good, because I hope nobody watches this that I've made sushi with, but they probably will. Sorry, guys. It's never been that good. In my opinion, I don't think it's ever tasted good. It's always been, the rice is always too mushy. It's not really the rolling part or the stuff inside of it, but it's the rice. And in Germany, normally when people make sushi, it's just avocado, salmon, but the smoked salmon that you can get in packages that you would put on bagels, that's the kind of salmon that you put in. So that's not what actual sushi makers would make, but it tastes just as good. And then like cucumber, sometimes I'll get Philadelphia cream cheese, which is funny because that's really American. I think nothing too fancy, but it's a thing and people do it for fun, and you invite friends over and you make sushi. And I think that should be a thing in the US, but it's harder to find sushi ingredients. I think the outside seaweed part, I'm not sure if our supermarkets all have that. Maybe in the international Asian aisle, but in Germany and like in Edeka, they put out the sushi stuff, so sushi rice and seaweed and all that stuff. They put it out by their already made sushi that they sell, so it's all in one spot and it's super easy to take and go. And I think it's pretty cheap. I mean, it's probably more expensive than making a normal dinner, but in comparison to actually buying the sushi, I think it's pretty cheap because then you can make so many rolls. Okay, see, this is so awkward. I just like to talk too much and now I have to like... Another thing relating to sushi, not that this whole video has to do with sushi, but kind of does, is that you can take the sushi to go. And yes, this is all my experience, so if you are German and I'm saying anything that you don't think is right, please let me know. But in my experience and the other kind of cities I've seen, making sushi is a thing, and getting sushi for kind of cheaper. I mean, the prices are fairly similar to American sushi prices, but in the mall stands, of course, it's going to be cheaper than a restaurant. But you can also get it to go, and this container is not very cute. It's just like a styrofoam container. But before, when I've gotten sushi to go, it's kind of a cuter container, I think, when you order more. And it's got a little clear top, and it's okay, it's plastic, so I guess it's very kind of American of me to be like, oh yeah, this plastic container is so cute. But the sushi looks so cute, and then you can take it and get a drink, and you can go and sit by the river and eat with your friends and enjoy the sushi and the sunset, and it's so easy and it's a fun little date. And I don't think I could do that anywhere near me. I could, but it would be such a less cute date, because here it's like you take the bus and then you get the sushi and then you just walk through the pretty little city and you walk and sit by the river, versus in the US it would be like, I've got to call, I've got to order the sushi, I've got to go and drive and pick it up, I've got to turn around and drive 15 more minutes to go sit somewhere and eat it, and it just wouldn't be the same. I am going to finish this sushi on my own. I think this mukbang was a fail, but maybe you enjoyed it anyway. Hopefully you did. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be watching this. And yeah, guten Appetit, Leute. Oh, look how ugly that is. But it tastes good. I promise this sushi tastes really good. So, yes. Now I'm gonna eat all the sushi. Bis nächste Mal, Leute. Bleibt gesund und tschüss.